Welcome to the Caribbean News Roundup. Here's a look at our Caribbean headlines for today, Wednesday, June 30th. Forecasters are keeping an eye on an area of low pressure that could become a tropical depression in the next few days. The tropical wave located halfway between the coast of Africa and the Windward Islands. It has a 50% chance of developing in the next 2 days and a 70% chance of development in the next 5 days, according to the National Hurricane Center. There is a high chance it could develop into at least a tropical depression. As of Wednesday morning, the system is moving west-northwestward about 20 miles per hour. Another system approximately 200 miles east of the Lesser Antilles has a 10% chance of significant development. The next name on the Atlantic hurricane seasons list is Elsa. Tropical storm Danny formed this week but downgraded after making landfall Monday in South Carolina. Antigua receives 20,000 Sinopharm vaccines from China. Prime Minister the Honorable Gaston Brown, Health Minister the Honorable Sir Joseph, and Foreign Affairs Minister the Honorable Chet Green were present at the V.C. Byrd International Airport for the arrival of 20,000 Sinopharm vaccines from China. The government expressed thanks to the PRC and the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela for transporting the vaccine from Beijing. Within the region, Barbados also got its first shipment of China's Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccines on Friday. 30,000 doses of China's Sinopharm vaccine arrived in Barbados on Friday, according to Barbadian Minister of Health, Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Bostic. In May, Caribbean Airlines transported 100,000 doses of Sinopharm vaccines to Trinidad and Tobago. The shipment moved from Beijing to Trinidad, connecting in Toronto. Caribbean Airlines collaborated with Hainan Airlines on the shipment. Caribbean Airlines cargo also shipped substantial amounts of COVID-19 vaccines through the Caribbean region since March 2021, to include shipments to Guyana and Dominica. Antigua and Barbuda has announced a 50% reduction in taxes on airline travel tickets within several countries of the Caribbean community, CARICOM. Speaking on his weekly radio program, Antigua and Barbuda Prime Minister Gaston Brown said, "There is nothing to lose at this time. Very little will lose as a result of cutting those taxes. So in the case of Antigua and Barbuda, we have taken a decision to cut our regional airport taxes by 50% effective Monday, June 28, and we will do so for 6 months to see how it impacts on revenue and then make a final determination going forward as to what percentage is sustainable." Last week, CARICOM leaders, who are members of the Prime Ministerial Subcommittee on the CARICOM Single Market and Economy, met, and among the agenda items was the proposal to cut taxes. The CARICOM leaders are to meet early next month for their annual summit. Governor Albert Bryan of the United States Virgin Islands met virtually with the new U.S. Office of Interior Affairs Secretary Deb Haaland. The U.S. Office of Interior awarded the U.S. territory $3.4 million. Of the $3.4 million in discretionary awards funds, $2.5 million will be distributed through the Interior's Technical Assistance Program and over $856,000 through the Interior's Maintenance Assistance Program. The Technical Assistance Program funding projects include finances for the U.S. Virgin Islands Territorial Emergency Management Agency for its 911 Emergency Communication Center phone system upgrade project, monies for the U.S. Virgin Islands Department of Finance for its electronic payment process solutions, and also monies for the U.S. Virgin Islands Bureau of Information Technology for its cybersecurity vulnerability prevention project. In addition, the Office of Interior is also awarding technical assistance program funds for nonprofit organizations and educational institutions in the U.S. territory. Maintenance assistance program funding awards also are being distributed for the purchase of equipment to the U.S. Virgin Islands Waste Management Authority, the U.S. Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority, and the U.S. Virgin Islands Bureau of Information Technology. On another matter discussed in the meeting, Secretary Haaland assured Governor Bryan that the U.S. Interior will work with the U.S. government of the Virgin Islands in its discussions with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency about the Lime Tree Bay refinery, which is preparing the St. Croix U.S. Virgin Islands refinery for an extended shutdown. Latin America and the Caribbean could dramatically increase employment and kickstart sustainable economic growth if it closes its digital connectivity gap with members of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, according to a new study. Closing the gap with the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development countries would create over 15 million direct jobs, boost regional economic growth by 7.7%, and increase productivity by 6.3%, according to the study. The study, entitled Digital Gap in Latin America and the Caribbean Annual Broadband Development Index Report, evaluates the state of broadband penetration in 26 countries in the region. To close the gap, countries in the region would need $68.5 billion. Of the total, 59% should go to improving connectivity in urban areas. In contrast, 41% would go to rural areas, where public investment is typically the main source of funding. According to the study, more public-private partnerships are needed to close the gap. Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development countries. Caribbean TikTok influencers, top West Indian cricketers, and music stars are joining arms as the new Disaster Fighters, a team of influential figures to disseminate informational messages on fighting the impact of hurricanes, volcanoes, COVID-19, and other hazards. Starting June 28, West Indian cricketers DJ Bravo of Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia's Darren Sammy, and St. Kitts and Nevis' Kieran Powell have joined forces with musicians Mr. Killa of Grenada, Tafa Misoli of Haiti, and Ricky T of St. Lucia for the TikTok campaign kickoff. Popular Caribbean TikTok creators will go live and connect directly with the audience in real time to help spread hurricane preparedness messages and hear about personal experiences of those who have lived through disasters. They will also invite users to show their support for the Disaster Fighters campaign by creating videos using hashtags Disaster Fighters and hashtag Hurricane Season. A TikTok challenge, hashtag Make a Plan, will be launched to inspire and encourage the general population in order to raise awareness about hurricane preparedness through creating and sharing creative videos, singing the famous Jamar Hamilton phrase, Make a Plan, in a 10-second segment of the Disaster Fighters song. This has been your Pulse of the Caribbean News Roundup for Wednesday, June 30th. I'm Keisha Wallace. For more Caribbean news and information, visit us online at pulseofthecaribbean.com.